I woke up this morning. I wasn't on Twitter last night. I woke up this morning and I was expecting to see some really good analysis and investigative work over what happened. And instead, the first tweet I see was Fartcoin looks good here. Bought the dip. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Fartcoin doesn't look good here. A mental institution looks good here. If you have the audacity to look at everything that happened over the last 24 hours and have the balls to buy Fartcoin or go, Mog looks good here. You know what? I'm not going to buy Bitcoin. I'm not going to buy Solana at a 20% discount. Takabu looks good. Good God. I mean, some of you guys need help. I hope it works out for you. I hope it works out for you. Good luck. I don't have the fucking balls to buy Solana or Bitcoin. And you guys are buying Fartcoin?
I hope it works out for you. Lots of deep discounts today. Potentially going lower. Of course, it's risky. Crypto's risky, but now might be a good time to buy. Would I be buying Fartcoin right now? Probably not. It's moments like this when we get frustrated, we get pissed off. A lot of people got liquidated. A lot of people lost money. Now's the time to take a step back, rebalance some things. I'm sure a lot of people are becoming Bitcoin maxis now. I am feeling that draw more so than ever to just sell all my alts and just dollar cost average Bitcoin and chill out, kind of step away. Step away in terms of like deep dives on all these altcoins and meme coins and what's the next narrative, what's the next meta, and focus on Bitcoin. And there's a lot of people who've been saying you should do that for years. Feels like I should have. I restructured some things. I hold mostly blue chip altcoins. I mean, I could do a video on what I do hold. I hold Bitcoin. I hold Cardano. Those are kind of my two biggest holdings. I also hold Solana. I have some Sui and a few other things. My crypto holdings are like 6 or 7 projects at this point, with a few like super low cap meme coins, just like lottery ticket meme coins, basically. That said, this is when a lot of people do get shaken out, and this is often what a capitulation bottom feels like in the crypto markets. I've been around for a while in crypto. This is a relatively newish channel, but I've been in crypto since 2017. And these times are brutal. They're rough. When exchanges start going down, Coinbase was down for a little bit, Binance was down for a little bit. These are the times when you should remain focused, remain humble, continue to dollar cost average, step away from the leverage stuff for a little bit. Although, at times like this is when these bottoms come in. It's maybe sometimes the best point to put in a long, but I'm not in any way recommending that. I think the best strategy is always to spot, buy, hold, dollar cost average, solid projects. Here's a little announcement from Yihei at Binance. She said, due to significant market fluctuations over the past 16 hours and a substantial influx of users, some users have encountered issues with their transactions. I deeply apologize for this. If you have incurred losses attributable to Binance, please contact our customer service to register your case. We will review your account activity individually, analyze the situation, and provide compensation accordingly. However, losses resulting from market fluctuations and unrealized profits are not eligible for compensation. Not really sure how well this will work out for anybody trying to get compensated for some of the Binance stuff that happened. And it wasn't just Binance. A lot of the charts were pretty askew yesterday. There was seemingly a lot of arbitrage opportunity, really, with prices fluctuating drastically from exchange to exchange. But it was also difficult to move money at all to really try to arbitrage anything. I know there's some people who got some buys in crazy deep discounts on stuff like something like Atom. I heard of somebody who bought Atom for like a penny, and then it went back up to like $2 or something. But those cases are few and far between, and incredibly lucky in a highly unlucky scenario for most other folks. So don't beat yourself up for like missing out on an opportunity like that. It's not even, it's not feasible to think that that's an opportunity you could ever find, and that's just incredibly lucky. So she goes on to say, the reason Binance is that we never shy away from problems. When we fall short, we take responsibility. There are no excuses or justifications. We are committed to serving every user to the best of our ability, and we will manage what we are responsible for. The market remains volatile at present, so please be mindful of investment risks. Keep that in mind. Like, all this happened on a Friday evening, at least Friday evening in the United States. Stock market's closed. Typically, liquidity is lower on the weekends. The weekend is like this kind of mysterious time when we're kind of waiting to see what the stock market will do come Monday. And I think we could, nobody knows what's going to happen, but we could potentially see further dips in the stock market on Monday, which could result in fears in the crypto markets as well. We'll keep an eye on things, of course. I had to touch on this story. It's deeply heartbreaking. Konstantin Galish, I hope I'm saying his name right, an early Ukrainian crypto investor, builder, and believer, gone far too soon. It sounds like, reports are still early that he committed suicide. It says this pace moves fast. Sometimes we forget there are real people behind every wallet, every trade, every loss. Please take care of yourselves. Guys, if you are feeling heavy, if you are, if you encountered significant losses, if you were risking a lot of money leverage trading and you got liquidated, and you're feeling fearful, you're feeling scared, you're feeling like hurting yourself or committing suicide, do not do that. Talk to somebody that you love. Take a deep breath. Take a week. Take a walk. I'm gonna put this up. I mean, it's awful to say this, but it's like a meme in crypto when the suicide lifeline gets posted. That's that's the bottom of the market. That's your buy signal. All that shit aside, like 988 is, similar like a 911 number, 988 hotline numbers open. If you're not comfortable calling, talk to somebody on the phone. You can text somebody. I think it looks like they even have just like kind of an online chat. You can hang up whenever, if you just need to chat for a second, test it out, see if it works for you. Like, no pressure. It's just money. I know it's hard to say because money's important. It is important. But it's not more important than your life, or the people who count on you. Even if you don't feel like you have people that count on you, your life is important, and you will have other opportunities to make money. You'll have other markets. This is a dark time for a lot of people. Don't do anything that takes you out of the game. Take good care of yourself. Use this number if you need to. Use the chat. Use that text if you need to. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well, just for easy access for folks. Taking a look at kind of what happened. The dust is settling from yesterday. One of the biggest the biggest liquidation event in crypto history. 16.6 billion longs liquidated across exchanges, 2.4 billion shorts liquidated. Man, if you got liquidated on a short, brutal. But I mean, that can happen pretty easily with the volatility like that. People start to see that the market's going down, and they're like, throw in a short, and then it reverses, and things get pretty chaotic. Showing just some of the exchanges here with the highest liquidity: Binance, OKX, Bybit being some of the top ones there. Major. I mean, this is the graph across just the last month or so. Wild liquidations. I mean, that chart's nuts. I don't use this site very often, but I saw another another crypto person using this. So I've just kind of started playing around with it today, but the information is pretty nice on here. But that's just a wild chart. Lastly, BlackRock over the past 24 hours bought 45,000 Bitcoin worth $5 billion at an average price of $105,000 during this flash crash. So the big boys are buying Bitcoin, at least. The big boys are buying Bitcoin. So if that tells you anything about where the market could potentially be headed, it's that people are still buying. Larry Fink, BlackRock, still buying Bitcoin. A lot of people are comparing this crash to the COVID crash, and that kind of signaled the bottom back then in 2021. So for me, like I told you, I consolidated a few things, took out some risk on some like smaller plays. Moving forward, we'll continue to dollar cost average Bitcoin. I'll probably look for a good entry on Cardano. I should show the Bitcoin chart here. Bitcoin sitting at 110,000. If I did want to show ADA, I was kind of speculating that ADA might go back under 60 cents and had that thought. I bought yesterday at 60 and it went up to 65. I sold that. It's coming back down now. It's at 63 cents. Kind of feel like it might go under 60 again, and I'll look for another entry there. I mean, I still have in my spot bag, and I would only, potentially buy spot. Likely to just buy spot again, but waiting to see if this dips under 60 cents again for ADA. I don't know why I'm looking at the monthly chart. I should probably look at least the daily here. Yeah, so I could see this dipping back even down to like 54, 55. I mean, there's a lot of support in this range. And the wick on TradingView is a little funky, but on other exchanges, this did wick down to like 27 cents. Like it wicked down to here, man. And then came back up very quickly, back up to, I think it came back up to like 75, and it was just kind of ranging in that 60 to 70 cents. Right now it's at 63. I could see us coming back down to test 50 cents. It might, maybe even under 50 cents, like back down in here might be a great buying opportunity, but who knows? I don't know. That's for sure. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate you. Keep your head up. Touch grass. Go work out. Spend some time with some friends. Watch some baseball, some shit like that. Take care. Peace out.